Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Borderline Hooligans podcast. Across from me is Brennan.
Ahoy, ahoy.
Next to him is Aaron.
Hey, I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
And the final idiot is Brady.
Reasoned.
I'm like third time in being a charm, eh?
That was the second time. Come on.
Actually, that was the third time.
I said it to get his attention. I didn't say it
Alright.
to actually start it.
Okay.
That's what you want to say.
That's what I'm going to say, and I'm going to
Okay.
stick to my story.
Whatever,
If you don't
idiot.
believe it. God damn it.
Are we at least a minute in now?
Yeah, we're not a minute in, but I'll bleep that one. It's only one.
Whatever. Okay. Well, Alex, since you are getting us stricken, would you like to introduce our handles for social media and such?
Oh, yeah, sure. Why not? Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok is BL Hooligans.
Oh, we
at
have
BL
a
Hooligans.
TikTok now. I believe that's new since the last episode, not?
No,
I don't believe so. We still don't have anything posted on it. So
Follow us for,
Yeah.
stuff in the future.
wait for the moment when the social media manager gets on her
Check
shit.
back every day.
Yeah.
Make sure.
I mean,
I might have to take over on that role.
We pay her too much for what she does, honestly.
yeah, I think so too.
It'll be okay.
Did you mention the YouTube as well?
I was about to.
Oh, yeah.
The
What's our YouTube?
Borderline Hooligans.
Holy shit! I
The-
would have never fucking guessed.
The only
It's so
one.
simple. It gets away with it. It's like hiding shit in plain sight.
It's the only one that's the full title.
I'm sure if you look up Borderline Hooligans on the other ones, you can find it. That's just the handles.
That's normally how it works. That's how I find majority of the shit.
Indeed.
Indeed. God damn, these Busch Light apples taste good, Brennan, don't they?
They're fucking fantastic.
Damn.
I never would expect Brennan to drink anything that said Bush Light on it, to be
Oh,
honest.
Brady, this is like
Yeah,
as
we all
Brennan
need
said-
water every once
As
in a while.
Brennan said before the podcast, like an apple just fucking busted a fat nut in your mouth.
I don't think that's how he put it. But
Actually, I
it-
did say something.
did you
like that.
actually?
It was along the line.
The way I put it was like an apple just came in my mouth, but
I must have missed that part.
you did. You're probably too busy clicking your pen over there.
We are taking in the apple seeds.
Jason.
Damn it.
Anyways, anybody got anything to talk about?
Well, I know you've got a couple of things that you wanted to run
I was going
through.
to see if anybody else wanted to talk before we jumped into
Well,
mine.
you know
I think you
what?
can jump right into yours.
Since they got
unless-
teased so much over the weekend, I think we should just lead right off with them,
Okay.
actually.
All right. So, all last week for work, we were working behind where my mom works.
Hmm.
And so, I guess so her coworkers like to go on a walk during their lunch break or whatever. And she texts me and she's like, "Hey, are you working behind us today?" I was like, "Yeah, we'll be here all week." And like, she originally wanted to get lunch or whatever, like
Oh.
meet up one day. But with us doing concrete, I can't leave the job site while we have concrete drying because that's just not how you do concrete. Anybody that does concrete will fucking know.
Anyone that
This-
does it right.
Well, I mean, you walk away. What one kid comes
Unless
running
it's
through
unless it's like
town.
super cold and the concrete is super wet, you shouldn't leave it. But anyways, so she texted me. She's like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, a couple of my coworkers went on a walk and they said that your legs are sexy." I was like, "Oh, they're checking out my legs. All right." And then I texted her back and I was like, just to make my mom feel weird, I was like, if your coworkers want to rub my legs, all they have to do is bring me a Gatorade or two.
Oh, jeez.
Because it was stupid hot out. And she left me on red. Like, she didn't say anything. I was like, whatever. Just trying to embarrass my mom or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the next day goes by and we're pouring concrete again. It's hot as balls. Like, you guys know how hot it was last
Oh,
week.
yes.
It was like
yes.
100 degrees with the heat index.
At least
Yippers.
100.
And we were actually pouring. We actually did 2 pours. The second pour was in the afternoon, and we were getting our ass kicked. Like, it was drying super fast, and so we're trying our best to get a good finish on it because it's a sidewalk outside the house that we did because it's in town.
Yeah.
And if you're building in town, you're in charge of the sidewalk that goes around your property. And so we were getting our ass kicked, and I'm just so fucking worried about the concrete. I fucking hear, "Hey, is big sexy leg Aaron over there?" I was like, no fucking way. I sure my boss is looking at me. He's like, "What the fuck?" I was like, I'll explain to you when they leave. And she walks up and she gives me one of those tiny Gatorades. I was like, oh, fuck. Now I got to let her rub my legs.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, she could not do that because we were getting our ass kicked by Concrete. But I just thought it was so fucking funny that my mom told him about that.
Now, how old are these people you're talking about? Like,
Middle-aged, our age.
Middle-aged.
Cougars.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, by far cougars. Like,
Milfs.
yeah. And it was really funny because one of her coworkers was actually recording me to get my reaction. I guess she was taking pictures. She wasn't taking a video. I thought a video would have been a lot funnier.
Yeah.
I texted my mom and I asked her for the video, but apparently she took pictures. I was
she's
like,
a fan
"Damn."
of stop motion, apparently, huh?
Apparently. I just thought it was so fucking funny.
They actually went through with it.
Yeah.
So, do you owe her a leg feel or whatever?
Apparently. I haven't fulfilled my promise yet. So if she ever walks by and we're still there, she's running out of time because we're going to be out of there in like a week and a half or so.
Oh, I'm sure someday it'll happen.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But for you viewers out there, I have sexy ass legs.
According to them, at least. So cool.
I thought that was a pretty funny story that happened to me this past week. I thought you guys might have got a kick out of it.
It is pretty
That was a
funny.
pretty good one.
Not all of us have cougars after us, so that's good too. Got that going for you. That's good.
I do
You
have
got
that
that
going.
going for you.
Yeah. It's kind of like your mom's friend saying happy birthday to you on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's kind of the vibe I get
That
from all
one
this.
random person that added you like 10 years ago.
Oh, your son is so handsome. Thanks.
Grandma said I get all the bitches when I grow up.
You've been fulfilling them young gravy fantasies.
No one can top Young Gravy.
The amount of TikToks I've seen of
His new song?
of young gravy just like stitching people's moms and stuff like that.
It's fucking hilarious.
I love him as like just a big meme.
Yeah.
Great. I've heard he takes it seriously though, like big actual MILF guy.
Really?
Oh, I'm sure he is. Have you seen the motherfucker?
Have you I love the fact that he made a song called Martha Stewart. She's like, I guess a cooking show or something she
Mhm.
had.
Yeah.
And
You don't know who Martha Stewart is?
I've heard the name, but
He makes a lot of stuff that middle-aged and old people
But
buy.
Where
he like considers
stuff
her
like
a
that.
MILF, I guess. And then he actually did like a thing with Martha Stewart where Martha Stewart danced to his song Martha Stewart, which is about fucking MILFs.
She's getting into GILF territory now, actually. She's done some stuff with Snoop Dogg as well, so
Or she has.
they actually had a commercial together, I'm pretty sure. Do you remember that?
Oh,
I want
it
to
was
say you're right.
Was it the Bic one? Or am I thinking of someone or the
I
lady?
have no idea. I
It
can't
was,
remember what it was for.
The Bic commercial where it's like the long Bic thing. So it's like a actual lighter, but just like a grill lighter at the
That's
end.
not it.
That's not it. Okay.
Unless they did another one, but for some reason I want to say it was some sort of chip.
It would make sense because, she's baking and Snoop Dogg's baked.
The
There you go.
munchies, you got the munchies,
Yeah.
so-
Well,
I
I
was
just
going
like
to say he's always baked.
Oh,
That
he
was kind
has
of
to
the
be.
punchline I was
He has to
going
be.
I don't know. I just like Snoop Dogg commercials. They're fucking fantastic. Ugh, fantastic.
Is that so?
Yes, because the candle one is literally like a poster. It says "good for," or the Bic one is like "good for lighting candles," and then Snoop Dogg's holding it like you were lighting a bowl, and he says, and it says next to him, "and for other things."
I think you're right. I mean, for fuck's sakes, in this song with Lil Dicky, I'm a marijuana plant. I'm going to get you fucked up.
Lil Dicky's a guy that doesn't take himself too seriously.
And I'm Kanye West.
He
There's another one. So I'm gonna bring this up. So this was heavily debated at the supper table last evening about Bigfoot.
Oh,
geez.
Jesus Christ.
You
What
call me the
is-
nerd.
No, I'm saying you bring up too many conspiracy theories.
No,
I've brought up two.
Too many.
Too many.
Too many.
This has nothing to do with the whole conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's
or
real.
If
so-
it exists, or
Are we
anything
talking?
like
Are
that.
we going to be talking about like the TV show Mountain Men, where they go after Bigfoot? Or
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Well, that was a great show, even though it was all bunch of fucking bullshit.
Oh yeah, it was, but it was hilarious. It
Saw
was
the
so
Mothman.
entertaining. It was so entertaining. That's oh shoot, what was his name? Wild Bill, was that his
Wild
name?
Bill.
The guy that always yelled.
Yeah.
They'd be at night and they'd be out in the woods. You know, they got the night vision cameras. We're out here trying to find the Mothman. We're trying to be really quiet so we can sneak up on it, okay? He's like yelling,
as
like,
loud as he fucking can.
like, yeah, you're doing a great job at that. But anyway, so it's not about any of that stuff. What is the plural form of Bigfoot?
Bigfoot.
Big feet.
Is it
It's not Big Feet. I will fucking drop kick your ass if you say
Is
that
it
shit one more time.
Bigfoot? Is it Big Feet? Is it Bigfoots?
Bigfoot
Bigfoot.
sounds really stupid, but
Bigfoot.
Big Feet sounds retarded.
I think that would be the correct way to do it, though.
Okay, what about multiple mooses or moose?
Well, definitely Meese for sure. I'm kidding.
Fucking Brian Reagan has a great joke on that.
Moosin!
Saw
I
a
think
flock
I honestly
of
think,
meese.
Saw a flock of geese.
to be honest though, it's probably correct that I would say it's probably supposed to be Bigfoots. Because like Bigfoot is the
So now we're getting into it that there's more than one Bigfoot out there.
Obviously,
well, yeah. We've accepted the first one.
Okay.
You know?
if you
jeez.
believe that Bigfoot exists, there's no way there's just one.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Had to
Yeah,
come
because
from
otherwise
somewhere.
they just fucking die off.
Yeah.
But what if that's what happened? There was only one and it died.
Yeah, it's like
What
Santa
if
Claus.
Noah forgot to grab the other motherfucker for the ark, huh? Now we're thinking.
And that's how we
Okay,
got pictures
then
of the guy.
why is it so
Yes.
popular today in mythology today when Noah forgot to grab the other one?
It was a joke.
I'm debating the joke. I'm trying to make it make sense. It's
Oh
a
my
fun
fucking
conversation.
god, why am I fucking here right now?
Okay, but big feet, Bigfoots.
I think it's just Bigfoot.
I think it's
I
just
think
Bigfoot.
Bigfoots.
There are multiple Bigfoot over there.
What was your
Yeah.
opinion?
I said? Big feet.
A fucking
Whoa,
fuck,
whoa,
Brian.
whoa. So no S at the end. Big feet.
Mostly, I
Yeah.
was just trying to be contradictory with my sister.
What would
but,
your actual answer be?
I mean, I never actually gave it much thought. If I had to go beyond that, it'd probably be like, based on what I looked up, probably Bigfoots.
That's what I was guessing. Initially, I was thinking big feet, but I feel like Bigfoot is kind of like a name.
Okay, let's break this down to sentence form. Look at all them Bigfoots. Look at all them Bigfoot. What sounds better?
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Bigfoot sounds right. Big feet doesn't.
Leave the plural form of foot out of it. We don't need feet. It's just foot.
feet. God damn.
Okay, first off, why is his name Bigfoot if he would have 2 feet? Wouldn't he be called Big Feet?
So what is like 1 foot like a bit smaller than the other?
Yeah, he's
Hmm.
got that shoe
like,
that's like a little
underdeveloped?
bit smaller.
Maybe that's how it
You know?
started. Maybe that's how it started. It was some sort of human mutation. And guy was literally born with one big foot,
Just
one big
a
small
super
foot,
hairy motherfucker.
and a super
Fucking
hairy
Sam.
motherfucker.
I'm
Maybe
more of
that's how-
I'm more of a chupacabra guy, anyways. So
I like the wind.
There you go.
Were you there for that?
No, I just made a reference to it because I wasn't there.
he was there.
Oh,
He's just being
okay.
an asshat.
Fuck you, Alex.
Please
All
and
right,
thank
so
you.
I guess we're kind of split on this. Some say Bigfoot. Some
I
say
guess now that I
Bigfoots.
say it and I hear myself say it, it probably is Bigfoot's. So I changed my answer to Bigfoot's.
Because, I mean,
It's like, so imagine the word Bigfoot as like a name, like it's his title. If there's 2 people named Aaron, if there's 2 of them over there, you go talk to the Aarons. You just put an S at the end. And imagine Bigfoot is just like his name.
Jesus Christ,
Bigfoots.
where's our English 3 teacher when you need her, for fuck's sake?
oh jeez.
She'd be all over this.
Now we have to get her in as a guest too.
Can I get her phone number? We got to call her up and get her on the podcast.
Hey, we have a grammar question for you.
You know,
She
there
would be
are-
like, I
there
am
are-
losing brain cells just listening to you guys right now.
There are people in your class that actually do have her phone number. So, or at least they did at one time. So
I have to
I'm
figure this out.
sure.
you can
if we
probably
called-
imagine.
I'm sure
who
there's
it
a
was.
Facebook we can message.
Oh,
I'm sure
jeez.
there's a school email.
Yeah.
That would not be hard to guess at all.
I think
No.
we're gonna.
You could go on their website.
I think we're
But-
gonna stop this here.
For the viewers, though, let us know. Twitter, Instagram, whatever social media you want to. Is it? What would you consider the plural form of
yeah,
Bigfoot?
just
let us
add
know.
us. Add us on it.
Oh my god!
Jesus fuck, did my sexy legs bring you to Bigfoot? Are they that hairy? Do I need to shave?
Absolutely.
I mean, God
absolutely.
God damn it.
Look at this motherfucker.
I got my good fucking sock tan line going, I'll tell you that right
Oh
now.
my goodness! Look at that.
I probably have the. I don't even have a tan line because they're not.
Are you
tan.
hairier than me? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm hairier than Brady.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't fucking
The
know.
viewers want to know, Brennan.
We don't have
Viewers
viewers.
want to know how hairy our legs are.
The kids, they sit on my legs, and
I had hairy legs and corn pop and
All right. I feel like we need some sort of like reset button right now.
I don't.
What do you got on the paper, Brady?
Well, you got a coworker story / would you rather?
No, that was the coworker story. Was
What-
my mom's.
What about the
coworker.
would you rather?
Okay, so
oh no,
a friend of mine / listener. asked
he's an avid listener.
Specifically told me to ask Alex this. Would you rather?
Just Alex.
It's just
Just
Alex.
Alex.
That's
Okay.
it. Just Alex.
All right.
Would you rather walk in on your dad and uncle?
Oh, you fucking assholes.
Hold on,
Fucking.
the viewers need to know this.
No, they fucking don't.
Yes, they do. Let me finish.
Nope. I will cut this shit out.
No, you will not. I will beat your ass if you do. I know where you live, motherfucker.
Well, I mean, we're here, so.
Exactly. Would you rather walk in on your dad and your uncle, or your mom and your aunt?
Why the hell do I have to answer this?
Because the viewer wants to know.
Now, when you're talking about your uncle, are we talking about the one that's your dad's twin?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly
And his
what we're
wife.
talking about.
And,
then
his wife.
and his mom. Answer the fucking question.
You guys are gonna peer
These are
pressure.
the important things we need to know.
This is a trap question.
We will never get world peace if you don't answer this.
Hey, to be honest, there is a better answer.
Yeah, I know
Oh, no.
that. But
It makes you think that you thought this out.
Hey, Brady told me to bring this up, so
What?
it was
you read the paper.
Oh yeah, I guess I kind of did. I was gonna say it was like I have never heard anything about this. I don't
So
know
you
why
didn't know
you're-
what it was, though. So
What is it?
God damn. Just go on. I'm not
Well-
answering.
We're waiting.
This can be another hour of silence. I don't care.
That's weird. We can't really post that, so you have to cut that out. So we'll have to talk a little more about the answers.
You're not allowed talking until you answer the fucking question.
Give me the
That's how this
mic.
is gonna work.
Uh,
Give me the fucking mic. Mute that bitch. He's done. Until he gives us an answer, he is not allowed to say anything.
Finish the rest of the podcast without him.
I don't give a shit. If he doesn't want to participate, he doesn't participate at all.
for those of you at home, Brady actually did just mute Alex's mic, so he literally is not able to talk right now.
I honestly believe we should just continue without him until he feels like he can respect us and give us the answers we need.
You know, hey, you know who would answer that question? Fucking Baron. He's about 4 beers deep right now. But
only
shit,
he-
he'd answer.
If only he hadn't lost his voice box in Nam, he would give us his answer right now.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he had an abusive father too, so it might affect his decision making
Yeah,
there.
you're right.
So
I don't know the guy nearly as well as you guys. I was gone when he introduced himself. I'm sure
yeah,
you
he's
guys
had a
talked
pretty
lot.
rough childhood.
It sounds like it. Fuck. Oh, so you don't know what the fuck happened to me at work today?
Sure.
My coworker, he pisses me off.
Yeah, I think mentioned something about that before.
Yeah. Well, anyways, so I left my monster in the van while we were doing concrete, and then he left to go do another job for a little bit and come back. And when he came back, I took a swig of my monster, and I had a mouthful of cigarette ash in my mouth.
Oh no.
When I tell you, I wanted to strangle the motherfucker. I was pissed.
I would be pissed.
And then he was like, "Why aren't you talking to me?" I'm like, "You're serious, right?" Like, granted, I only had like a swig or two left of it, but like,
Yeah,
my
what
drink.
What the fuck? You know, I mean,
Like, even whenever you know it's empty, but you still go for a swig,
Yes.
but just to try to get a little bit left.
just
Yeah.
that hope and prayer that you forgot that there's actually some left in the bottom.
I don't know about you guys, but that just sounds like one of the absolute most disgusting things. You know,
Yeah, that was a bad-
drinking
that was a-
something that someone else's cigarette has been thrown into. Ugh.
Yeah.
We get a guy at work that collects monster tabs. Nobody really likes this guy, and he's got an issue where he'll steal monster tabs off of monsters that are sitting in the fridge. It's like
Mm.
nobody wants you to touch around where their mouth goes on their drink.
Mhm.
And he's also had an issue in the past with touching things he shouldn't have those gloves on. So nobody ever knows if he's got dirty, disgusting gloves on when he does this. So like everybody, whenever he does it, just throws their drink out. And I'm pretty sure we've got a tally of like how much money he owns a couple of the guys at work. Like how much he should owe them, considering how many monsters. And then he also likes to screw around people's chip bags occasionally as well for some reason.
I would be a motherfucker over that.
Like, why would you?
That's
mess
one
with
that you don't do.
I mean, why?
I
Why?
have no clue. There's a reason nobody likes him.
Sure seems like it. He seems to have made quite a few enemies there.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a
he was the
reason.
one that showed up to my graduation, if you know what I mean.
I don't know if I remember him showing up. It might have been before I got there.
I don't even know if I don't even think I went to your graduation.
I do believe that he was gone by the time I got there.
I don't want to name names, but he's the one, there's two of them nobody likes, but the one that,
people hate more.
yeah.
That's fair.
Or, well, no. Trying to figure out the way to distinct him without saying the name, because I don't necessarily want to say the name out loud to even have to have Alex bleep it, but
Or he can just cut this part out.
whatever.
Whatever he decides to do, he's still ain't allowed to talk.
You can turn
How you
that
doing,
mic,
Sunshine?
you can turn that mic back on when you give us answers.
Do I need to waterboard you to get the fucking answer out of you?
Waterboarding. You ever see that Christmas special where Steven Crowder actually had his co-stars waterboard him to basically prove that we should be able to waterboard terrorists
Yes.
because it isn't that bad, basically,
Mm-hmm.
which is hilarious. Way to prove a point right there.
Yeah.
He was like, yes, this is something we should be able to definitely do as an interrogation for terrorists. And to prove it to you, I'll prove it's not that bad. Waterboard me. Like,
Waterboard my ass.
while he was wearing Santa costume.
I fucking love that. That is that's top tier.
That's
That's great right there.
Mad respect for that one.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Alex?
Baron?
Baron? Care to share?
Hey, give him the mic.
Yeah. We'll just all pass a mic down.
We could set him in that chair, but I think he's kind of drunk. He might fall over.
Probably. I mean, fuck, he has 4 deep already, and we just started about half hour ago, so he's probably feeling pretty good.
Just so you know, Alex, I'm not crossing it off till we get answers here.
I want answers.
Still on the paper.
Oh. I don't think you're on.
Hello, there it is.
Hey, hey.
Let me say one
oppa.
If you guys want to answer this question with me, I will do it.
Okay.
Otherwise, no.
Okay, but you gotta go first.
I will. And it's changing it, not to my mom and dad, or my mom and dad and aunt and uncle. It's each of yours.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. So we were not in the same situation as you. Not all of us have like a dad that has a twin brother. Like my dad doesn't have any brothers.
Then I guess it's your aunt and your dad's brother-in-law.
Okay, so like her husband.
Your uncle.
Go for it.
This is just weird.
Yeah, what? Is
I-
it just
I
why
always
does-
think-
He just
Answer the
wants to be able to
fucking
talk
question.
again.
what? No, because you guys are gonna. You just said you're gonna bring it up over and over unless I
Yeah.
give you an answer.
I think it has.
So,
to be.
I mean,
like,
to
it was
answer-
not gonna be just this episode. It was gonna
I
be
got that. I
every
got that.
episode.
I got that. And that will kill the podcast.
No,
So,
what it? And make it better. We go from a 3 to a 3.5.
so you want to lose your editor?
Why would we lose our editor? You
You're
remember?
Because
still
I'm
po-
not a part of the
You're,
podcast.
you're still part of it. You just can't talk.
Yeah.
We
Why
can
would-
still ask
okay.
you questions. You just can't answer them until
Trust
you
me.
answer that one
Hey,
question.
you know what? Even if we had the podcast or not, I'd still show up every other Tuesday.
Uh,
God damn it.
All right, what's your answer on this?
I would rather see my mom and aunt.
Well, I'm not answering this question.
no,
answering it.
never.
You
never.
made your fucking word. I will
fingers
delete
crossed,
the entire
motherfucker.
podcast. I will delete the entire podcast.
No,
You
you
all
like the
answering too.
podcast too much to do that.
I would also go for aunt and mother or whatever
Yeah, same.
I suppose
sure,
I would
whatever.
as well. Yeah.
There.
because it's woman on woman. It makes it less weird. I
Hope
feel
you're
like
happy, you jackass. I hope you listen to this, laugh your ass off, and then
we should have had a timer of how many minutes we went without Alex.
It was
Trevor,
at least
Trevor, this is for you, bud.
it was at least 5, I would say.
At least 5 minutes where I was gonna go through with it as long as you wanted to sit there in silence.
yeah. And no,
I just
I'm
was
not-
gonna keep bringing it back up
I
because
know.
I couldn't cross it
You
off
could
until we
really,
finished
you
it.
could really tell he was getting bored over there. He's like, man, I,
Yeah.
wanna
I wasn't
say
getting
something."
bored. It's just the threat of old bringing it up over and over.
And then we
I'm-
we would talk about different things, and we'd all look over at Alex and be like, "What do you think about that?" Like, it's perfect.
So, Alex, since you had time to stew, got anything you want to discuss?
Oh, hey, before we just continue, I heard Baron whisper that that's fucking gross, Alex.
what,
Yeah.
Aaron?
Oh,
If
man.
you said if you were in the same situation, you'd prefer the same thing. So,
Just to keep the podcast going, I didn't put much thought or care into it, so.
god damn it.
Basically, I had it in my mind that I would say whichever you said for.
Oh, jeez.
I thought about going the opposite direction just to make you look like a fucking weirdo.
Wow. So,
Or
Alex,
just to be different. You know, nothing wrong with being different.
Alex,
Unless your name's Alex.
anything else you care to
Anything
share?
pop up while you were sitting there in detention in the timeout chair?
You guys act like I think.
Got me there.
Damn, this is a tough crowd.
They're not all going to be good, Vernon.
That's true. That's true.
Every band has a bad song. No doubt about it.
I actually do firmly believe that. Like, I've been trying to find one artist or band that I can listen to like every song and be satisfied, and it just doesn't work.
No,
I can tell you. Mine.
What is it?
Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
No, just Hardy.
Hardy.
Country singer.
Yeah, I know. I think I know who you're talking about.
Dude. Man does not miss.
I guess I technically do, but they only have like 8 songs. But Big Mouse Rat guy.
Big what?
Mouse
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 Rat.
Rat.
It's
Parks
Chris
and
Pratt's
Rec.
band from Parks and Rec.
Oh my fucking god.
They've only got, like,
Shut the
8 songs.
Fuck up.
Actually, Aaron, you really need to give this guy a listen. It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
He could basically. I'm not gonna lie. Chris Pratt
Really, I'm
actually
serious.
You're
sings,
No,
pulling my
like,
fucking sexy legs right now, aren't you?
No,
but he
No,
really
um,
not.
He actually could. Like, I think Chris Pratt could make a Pearl Jam tribute band if he wanted to. Like, he does a really good job of doing that style of music.
You send me the songs to listen to.
Actually,
but
I
I'm
think
not
we've
gonna
got
go out
time
of
to
my
listen
way.
to them right now. At least some of their greatest hits, like
Not right now.
5,000 Candles in the Wind,
Oh, that's the best.
The
Yes.
Pit.
The Pit. I fell into
the
the pit.
You know, we could
fell into-
theoretically listen to them on the podcast because they can't claim our money because we don't make any.
Yeah.
Well, they also wouldn't hear it on here, so.
No. It would just be silence and us singing.
So if you like we did the Goldhorn thing, you know,
Yeah.
we cut this part out.
Yeah,
while
you
we're
gotta
listening
listen to
songs.
5,000 Candles in the Wind, though.
You know, I think we should do that.
And you want to
Do it.
listen to their worst song? You listen to Anne's song. I still like it. That one's an acquired taste. It's lyrically the worst song to ever exist. I just think it's catchy.
We'll pull her up there, Brady.
Let's do it. We'll be
Oh my
back.
fucking
You want
god.
to listen to 5,000 Candles in the Wind first or Anne's song?
The Pit.
I really don't
The
fucking
Pit.
care.
Well,
I'm
we will be back right after this.
Right after these messages, we will be back with the Borderline Hooligans podcast. Bye. Hello, everybody. 3 out of the 4 of us would highly suggest that you go and listen to the Mouse Rat.
I wouldn't
is a
waste
great
your fucking
band.
time of day on it.
Oh, come on.
It is a great band that
Waste
was
of-
made for the
Waste
Parks
of
and Rec TV
oxygen
show.
for them to make this song.
Disagree.
Every
You're the
single
only
song.
one here. We haven't even got to the worst one yet.
And I don't want to hear it
Nope,
because
you
I'd
gotta
prob-
hear Anne's song.
No.
If you're listening to any Mouse Rat, you have to listen to Anne. That's the thing.
You got to know their bottom.
Bottom.
I thought this was the bottom.
Ironically, the Pit is not their bottom.
This should be.
Literally, though, like I could listen to every Mouse Rat song and enjoy them all. This is the only band.
Is this song
They've
supposed
only
to be
got,
a
like,
love
8.
song?
Yep.
Oh, it's a
Any love song named after a girl is
Now,
trash.
I don't know if this is the original version or if this is the version they made. The original version is better. We'll see. If this is the version they made, it'd be terrible. But
Hold. We'll be right back after these messages. Bye.
Brady is literally in tears
Oh, man.
laughing over this
I
stupid
love
fucking
how-
song.
it's hilarious.
mad you
It's
get about
hilarious.
The song's funny because it's bad.
Yeah, it's meant to be bad.
Okay.
Did you think he was trying to be good?
With the fact that you said that you liked listening to
It's
it.
an acquired
Yep.
taste.
it's an acquired taste song.
It's like the I'm Boyo song.
I like Ann's song.
What?
I'm Boyo.
Brandon wouldn't understand. It's rap.
Don't get into it because God forbid we need any more trash
It's
music.
it's a
played.
rap song wrote
Oh.
by Bo Burnham.
Um,
Don't need to hear
If you
that.
One
know
of
who that is.
one of my favorite things about Mouse Rat as a band, and Brennan can attest to this, they have so throughout the show they changed their name, and during one of the episodes, Chris Pratt's character Andy goes through like all the names that they've tried out, and some of them are absolutely hilarious. They've had like 50 band names. And like he changed it throughout the show. Like they're gonna have a concert ever in the show, and they randomly decide like right before the concert to be like, you know what, never mind, we're Scarecrow Boat. That is actually a real band name for them.
I think we had to look that up that one time. How many names?
There's
they
you
had,
can buy a
and-
T-shirt with all their band names on it.
I don't care to buy a shirt.
Okay. I think we just found what grinds Aaron's gears.
Bad music.
I think we need more bad music. Hey, everyone on the social medias, come and add us for some terrible music to suggest to Aaron.
I don't know how you
I
can
won't
think
listen
that.
to a single fucking thing.
We will force him to.
No, you won't.
Yes,
I don't
we
know how
will.
you can
I would
think
rather
that
put a bullet
like
in my head.
the Pit or 5,000
Read some
Candles
of
to
these
Win are
names.
terrible.
Foreskin, Jet Black Pope, Just the Tip,
Five Skin.
Malice and Chains,
A lot of them are references to think just the tip.
There's like six
Ninja
about
Dick,
the Pope, I think.
Penis Pendulum,
God hates figs.
Awesome Pendulum.
Possum Pendulum,
Puppy Pendulum.
Rad Wagon, Razor Dick, Teddy Bear Suicide,
Three
Three
Skin.
Two Doors Down. Okay, I'll give him credit for that one. That one's funny.
But like,
Tackle Shaft,
there's literally a scene in the show where Chris Pratt is sitting there
Wait,
just
scroll
listing
down a little
off.
bit.
Fleetwood
bunch of
Mac,
the-
Sex Pants.
Oh, nice.
Is that a video?
Wait,
No.
go back
No, it's a
up, go
photo.
back up.
Department of Homeland's Obscurity.
God hates figs.
Everything rhymes with orange, and then I think there's another one that nothing rhymes with orange. Yep,
right
there it
down
is.
there,
God damn it.
He like there's just a scene of him listing off all these
No,
names.
I'm not saying the show's bad. I'm saying the music's bad.
I know. Fleetwood Mac Sex Pants.
I saw that. I said that.
Nice.
Death of a Scam Artist. Department of Homeland Obscurity.
Muscle Confusion. None of them make any sense. Some of them are like, I love that there's series though, where like, you know, you have everything rhymes with orange, nothing rhymes with orange, and you got 4 skin, 5 skin, and 3 skin.
Andy's.
Andy and the D-bags.
Andy's Warrior Experience.
Angel Snack. Like,
Crack Finger.
oh man. This is hilarious. And some of these are actually like band names during the show, but most of the time they're considered to be Mouse Rats. If you're looking it up, Mouse Rat's the way to go. I was gonna have DW make me a Mouse Rat t-shirt, to be honest.
I'd probably wear it.
They're pretty sweet.
Just for shits and giggles. I don't listen to the
Because
music.
everybody be like, what the hell is Mouse Rat? Like,
What is Mouse Rat?
Teddy
Let
Bear
me introduce
Suicide.
you to Mouse Rat.
Whoa, what is Mouse Rat? I will introduce you to you with my bush apple and my pinky up.
I just love the fact that, like, they don't take the character of Andy very seriously in Parks and Rec, like, at
No.
all. That's the best part. I think initially Chris Pratt was supposed to be like a guest starring in the first season of
Hmm.
Parks and Rec
He was
because it
supposed-
says
He was
on the
supposed,
actual credits, like, guest starring Chris Pratt.
yeah,
And then after the first season, it just said starring Chris Pratt. Like, they got rid of that because he continued on doing the show.
so what I read is that he was supposed to be there up until the breakup, and they were making him look like a dick the entire time, trying to at least. But Chris Pratt made a fun, lovable idiot character, and so they brought him on for more.
They had a lot of like people that went on to do big things in Parks and Rec. And then they had one of the, I can't remember her name in The Office, but that would be Anne. What's
What did she play?
Dan? No.
She played who did Jim date in The Office first before Pam? What's her name?
Carrie?
Is that her name? I don't think it was.
I don't know, it's kind of
Look up The Office cast.
I think it's kind of funny though that they actually like have one character and process over from each like from both shows because they're both considered to be kind of similar shows, I guess, or similar
Well, they were
genre.
both-
Yeah.
They're both on NBC. Like they were both produced by the same people, I believe.
Ironically, I've never seen The Office, so
I tried watching it. I can't.
sure.
Karen.
And it was Karen. That's
Okay,
right.
Karen, not Carrie.
She is Anne in Parks and Rec. So she is what Anne Son is written about. What a great.
Oh, fucking Kevin Malone.
You sexy bastard.
Sorry, we're looking up Parks and Rec cast now.
Oh. Speaking of sexy bastards, look at Nick Offerman. That beard is immaculate.
That beard is immaculate. But like a lot of these people you've seen in a lot of other things.
Where's he at?
There.
Oh,
Ron motherfucking Swanson.
Rob Lowe is in this.
Rob Lowe actually plays a good chunk of like some of the later seasons. He's a pretty prominent character.
It started like late season 2.
I did
didn't it?
not know Bill Murray was in Parks and Rec.
He was
Well,
pretty
it's
much
also
on an
including
episode.
guest stars.
Oh,
and
I
These,
stuff.
know.
these look like the guest stars down here.
Sam Elliott was in this.
He was in at least one.
John Cena. Okay.
I did know Michelle Obama was in there, but that was because like basically the main character, Leslie, she just she loves any politician that is female. It doesn't matter who it is. She just dreams of being, a big politician basically. I think she actually has a picture of Michelle Obama
in her
She
office.
might.
in her office, I think. And there's some people in the show that definitely didn't continue to do anything but
Paul Rudd.
Rudd.
Yep.
Rudd. What the fuck ever.
His character was awesome. I loved his character. Paul Rudd played it so well.
I
Heidi
remember,
Klum was in this.
Who?
Heidi Klum.
I guess.
I don't remember.
John Cena played
She was.
himself, so
Yeah, go figure.
What else does she do? Be Clume. She's. did
She
she
used to judge America's Got Talent.
That's
a couple
right.
Years ago.
I remember her from somewhere.
what did she do before that though? Pretty much usually they pick somebody famous to like do be the person that is like to judge for stuff like that. She's a German American model apparently.
Well, I'm an American German model.
Are you now?
Yep.
Do you model?
I wouldn't paint you. I wouldn't take a picture of you.
I wouldn't even let you talk if you wouldn't answer our question.
You already did that, and I
Mhm.
answered.
I'd be more of a model than you with my sexy legs, motherfucker.
Hear me
I
out
was
here.
making a manufactured joke.
Hear me out here. From now on, just at the beginning of every episode, we just ask Alex a terrible question and make him
Terrible would you
answer it.
rather.
Make him answer it. And if he doesn't, I guess you're sitting out this one, bud.
You guys are gonna have to come up with some. Oh God, you're gonna have to recruit Trevor.
No. I'll talk to our old coworker who used to come up with all the hypothetical questions. I don't remember if you even worked with him. He was so good at that. So
Our classmate.
no,
Okay.
he came from the Orange School, but he used to come up with hypothetical questions that were terrible, and he would ask our other coworker, who gets really mad really easily, not quite right, but he would ask him. There was one in particular I remember where he was like, would you rather fuck a monkey or a wolf or something like? I don't remember if it was a monkey. I just know there was a wolf involved, and he literally doesn't say anything back to him. He just like turns around and goes, "What kind of question is that? What the fuck? Who asked a question like that?" And he just like mumbled to himself for like the next hour about who the fuck asked a question like that. What's wrong with you? Who the fuck asked that question?
I like to ask those questions.
he would come up with like the stupidest things just to ask him because it would piss him off. And then he would come up with like actual like really hard to answer questions for everybody else. Like one of them, he didn't even come up with this one. This is one that went around work for a while. Would you rather sit on a cake and eat a dick or sit on a dick and eat a cake?
Eddie?
Well, you know where
I'm gonna have
Alex
to
is
kick
going.
this kid's ass.
Do you know what, in my opinion, is the funniest would you rather? Would you rather have your favorite WNBA team win the championship or have $5?
$5 for sure. That's
All right, so-
such an easy. I couldn't name a WNBA.
I was gonna say,
team.
how many WNBA teams can we even name, like combined with all of us?
Well, you're not gonna get any help from me.
Or me.
I know there's
Mercury,
I think there's one called the Sky.
Sky,
I
The
think there's the
Sioux?
Mystics.
the Sioux. There's a team in Indiana.
Oh yeah, they're I don't know about the Sioux. I'm not sure about that one, but there
These
is
are
one in
terrible
Indiana.
team
Yeah,
names.
they are awful.
Yeah, they're all bad. And they sell out about the same as a high school girls team. So it's all right.
Their attendance is terrible.
And yet they want the same amount as the men,
Yeah,
but they can't put on nearly as good of a show.
see, I just don't get that. How can you justify being paid the same as like LeBron when you have like 5 people in the stands?
I'm not saying that LeBron deserves to get
You know what's
paid
more,
what he
you know
does.
what's more
but
funny? The fact that a player being in jail is more news than the actual season going on.
Nah,
It's very true. That's very true. You guys know about that?
I do not. You'll have to
There's a
elaborate.
famous WNBA player that got caught in Russia with like a vape pen in the airport. I don't know if there was weed in it or not, or if it was just nicotine. I think it was just
there was
nicotine.
weed. I
Was
believe
there
there was
weed?
weed. Yeah.
Anyway, she like jailed her up good, and I think she's still over there.
She's been detained since pretty much the start of the war over there. So about 3
Oh,
months or
okay.
so.
I was
4
thinking this has
months.
been longer than this, but
No, 4 months. And they were supposed to have some sort of a conference call about the other day, and that fell through. So she doesn't look like she's going to get out of there anytime soon.
And like she's like going to do a hard time for it too. Jesus.
and you said they're talking about this more than they are the
Than the
actual
actual
season.
season.
The season started like a couple weeks ago, I think. That's the talk. No one cares about the season at all.
No.
And
The
I
fact
think
that the two sports guys here can't name all the teams.
we follow the WNBA.
Well, yeah, I know.
I don't follow the NBA.
I don't follow the WNHL either, but
Okay.
if that even is a
Um,
thing.
Well,
I'm sure there's
one,
some
but-
lady in Sweden that's very offended by that, Brady.
I know there was talk of like having a prisoner exchange. We were going to send over like some ruthless Russian drug cartel lord. I'm like, man, we are going to lose this trade so hard.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I
We're losing so much in that.
mean, the guy looks like a badass. Like, you picture like a guy that would be in like the Russian mob. We're trading him for Brittany Griner. Like, really? Why?
I mean, I'm not saying that we don't want to get an American person back, but like we shouldn't be
Right.
giving up things such
It's
as
no
that.
different than when we used to release like terrorists from Gitmo.
Yeah, negotiating
Like-
with terrorists.
And then
For-
they get back on the
For
battlefield
football
against us.
for football fans out there, this is like trading Tom Brady for Rex Burkhead. It's not gonna fucking work. So yeah, fuck the WNBA. No one gives a shit.
Amen to that, brother.
Brother.
And it's not because you're females.
It's because
We just don't find it
basketball is a bad
entertaining.
sport in general.
Because
It's not entertaining.
yeah, I don't
it's
watch.
not
I don't watch
entertaining.
the regular NBA for that matter.
Well, but that's for a whole different reason.
That's
I mean,
because LeBron and LeBron.
He's a douche
sucks.
canoe.
Yeah.
the whole league, really. I mean, they're run by China, so Yao Ming comes over and plays great, and then they sell themselves out to China. Just how it is.
anytime like someone says China or something like that, I just think
China.
of that.
Trump.
No. I think of that the Chinese guy that was on the news. It was like, Donald Trump, don't touch China. China's
China's-
asshole.
China's asshole.
Because he was so funny. He was so adamant about it.
I thought you were going to talk about whenever
And he was
anytime
right.
Trump said China, it'd be like, China.
China.
Oh, you need a refill? What do you want?
We've got options.
Oh, goddamn.
Of course we do. We're proper alcoholics.
What's this wee bullshit?
Brady's the only sober asshole here, all right?
Yeah, you guys should come up with a name for it. Like,
I actually agree with that. Like, vegans don't eat meat and
Brady's don't drink.
vegetarians don't eat don't eat vegetables. Don't eat like just the meat, I guess.
animal products.
No, vegans are the ones that don't eat any animal products.
I would
Vegetarians
say,
just don't eat meat.
I mean, I would call you an alcohol virgin too, but like you've at least tried things, so that's like the alcohol equivalent of just the tip. So
Just the tip. Trying to think of like if there's actually a term for that. Maybe
I
there
just
is
like
already a
calling him
term.
a sober asshole.
sober hassle.
I just thought it'd be funny to come up
Pretty
with a word that
sober
sounds
asshole.
memey.
Here comes the sober asshole himself,
Typing away on the
Typing away.
keyboard.
angrily on his keyboard. Why?
What am I? I don't drink alcohol.
What are people who don't drink
Hold, I probably should put
Alcohol
hold.
agnostics?
teetotal?
Teetotalism.
Teetotalism. That sounds. Weird.
Teetotaler?
Elton John doesn't drink alcohol. I guess he drinks something else.
No.
Shania Twain.
That's weird. Let's
Robert
go,
Downey
girls.
Jr., that makes sense.
Dun, 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 dun.
Or an abstainer or I like
Oh.
teetotaler. That kind of sound.
Yeah,
Sounds
you
pretty
fucking
funny.
teetotaler.
Abstainer makes more
offensive enough.
sense. I
The
mean,
next
you're-
time
Go total some
abstaining
teas,
from
you
alcohol.
fuckbag.
the next time that someone offers me a drink, I have to answer, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm a teetotaler.
Oh my fucking
Because they will
God.
look at me and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
They'll look at you like you're a fucking idiot.
Except, literally, you're using that term to get attention. 'Cause
That's
you don't
what
drink
vegans do. He's a vegan.
Oh my god! Oh
Ah.
my god! No! Mother of
Except for
God!
the fact I hate vegans.
Brady, were you not given enough attention when you were a kid? Is that why you make yourself?
I definitely don't have that problem.
Brady, show me on this can where it hurt you.
Jason. Oh man, that was good. I like it.
Maybe the bottle. Let's get the bottle out.
I remember when I was young, or like, when everybody around me started drinking, and I used to like not like it when someone made a joke about me not drinking, and nowadays I think it's hilarious.
Bro, just get yourself a 6-pack.
Okay,
And
Brady.
chug that shit.
Come on with the bottle. Where it hurt you. Okay, come on.
Okay.
This is a safe space.
The 6 space. Come on.
There will be no feelings hurt.
This will
Okay.
stay between us two.
Okay. Okay. Don't tell me, goddammit, where did the bottle touch you?
Oh man.
Can't say fucking skull, you fucking fat ass. God, South Park is such a great show. I love
Hey, you can't say the F word in here. You?
No, he's talking about fuck. You can't say fucking skull, you fucking fat ass.
Days.
How would you like to see the school counselor? How would you like to suck my balls?
It's
All right, that's enough of that.
Nah, I can go on forever. I can recite the whole Simpsons movie if you want me to.
You sure you could?
I'm sure you could.
I've done it
you
for you guys.
Yeah.
For those of
Get
you that doubt
copyright
this,
claimed on
he
that
actually
point.
has, and I've witnessed it multiple times.
I've seen it once, and it was the first time I watched the Simpson movie.
Because I was like, hey, you guys want to see me recite the whole Simpsons movie? I think Brady was over here like, I don't think you can.
Like he would predict things before they happen. Like he would just say some words, and I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Nelson, honey, where have you been?
And then all of a sudden, someone on the screen would say the exact words he just said, and he'd look over me and just smirk at me like,
Are you a wizard?
"Yes,
wizard,
I
Alan."
am." Oh man, ASDF movies were a classic. It's so sad that as a kid we've watched them so many times.
You're being robbed. No, I'm not.
So it's no, you're being robbed.
Oh,
How does that
does
even
that
work?
work?
Oh,
Yeah,
Those of you that have not partaken in them, please, ASDF movies.
just look
Watch
them up
them.
on YouTube.
they're
Watch 'em.
stupid, but they're funny.
Literally,
I
that's the
remember when-
point of them.
When we were younger, you would look them up, and every once in a while you'd like I don't know why, I don't know if they were made in Germany first, but you would accidentally click on the German version,
Jeez.
and you'd be like, "Oh, this isn't what I wanted to listen to. Like this is the wrong one." But it just sounds so aggressive in German.
Many things do.
Hey, I baked you a pie. Oh boy, what flavor? Pie flavor.
I guess yeah. One of the ASDF movies was a TikTok song for a while, like the pie song. They had a pie song. And then they also that one was never a TikTok song, but I remember they made the Mind Turtle song.
Yes. Mind Turtle.
There was a lot of like we just spent a good chunk of our childhood reciting the ASDF movie all the time.
And now we're spending our adulthood reciting more than just the ASDF movie.
Yeah.
It's pop
I mean,
culture.
look,
Alex.
outside of work, I don't have a whole lot going on, so
I don't either.
There's time.
Who parked their car on my sandwich?
I did.
Then it just explodes.
Ooh.
We watched all the old like stupid videos.
Did you
and stuff
guys
like
ever
that.
watch Red and Blue? Red and
No.
Blue?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I did.
I don't think I
You
did.
showed me Red and Blue.
Do you
Blue.
remember the old Lego Batman videos?
Well, hell yes.
What is it? Campfire Stories?
Forest Fire 101.
Forest Fire 101.
Same channel that has the duck song.
Yes.
I got a
Yes.
question. Somebody's got to elaborate on what red and blue is because I don't remember this.
It's literally red and blue stick figures. You showed me red and blue. How do you not remember red and
The
blue?
blue one's like a party animal, or the red
Oh.
one's a party animal.
I wasn't
don't-
as big of a fan as that as I was.
this is
other
not
ones, but
clicking for me at all.
I only watched them that one time that you showed me.
I think there was just
what else?
one
how
video or
about-
something.
No, there
but-
was a whole series.
I know, but I feel like
about,
there's one video I liked in particular.
Batman Spider-Man.
That's a good one.
God, that's
Me
good.
and you spent an entire night in my house watching the entirety of Batman and Spider-Man,
It was a slow evening.
and we enjoyed every minute of it. To be honest,
Hell yes.
I love how like you would just watch the intro every single time and not be worried about it because it was so funny every time. We're in the house. We're best friends.
I'm Batman. I'm Spider-Man.
Batman.
I come over the house.
We're best friends. Oh man, what a classic!
What's that fucking one episode when they start spelling like A is for apple, B is for tuba?
It's like one of the best. Oh, I
Batman
forgot
will
about
come
that.
after tuba.
Hold on. All right. We have to take a break. We have to watch that one. 'Cause I really want to watch that one right now.
All right, all right, all right.
We'll
I
be
can
back.
handle that.
I'm
We'll be
sorry to the
Someone else
audience.
has got
This is
typed.
going
I
to
don't
be
know how to spell
shorter
Batman, Spider-Man.
than normal.
Right,
And
we'll be back.
Work for me.
Right
we'll be
after
back
this.
after these messages. Bye. Oh, so we're back. Nice, comfy wooden chairs.
That was very.
It was better than I
Fulfilling.
remember.
A lot
That was very
better.
fulfilling.
I don't remember a whole lot of the other episodes. I just remember the intro, but I definitely remember like parts of that episode. Just as soon as he said Batman the first time, I was like,
Batman.
"Oh, I remember this" because he just keeps repeating it. It's a minute 30 long video, and I think 30 seconds of it is literally just him going, "Batman, Batman, Batman."
Please let us know if you had the same childhood or not as us. Let us
Weren't
know if
even,
we're
like-
weird
Oh.
as fuck.
We weren't even like children really whenever we watched it. Like me and you were getting a little older, to be honest. Like,
We were high school age, probably, I would say.
which tells you something about our intelligence.
I have a message from a listener as well.
What?
I have a message for all of the listener from a listener to you guys as well.
Oh?
Okay.
Yeah. He told me, "Fuck you guys, you make me feel old. Get older. Grown Ups just came out, so we were in middle school. My ass."
Some random.
No,
Okay, not random. I didn't know. If
Somebody
that's-
we know.
not you guys, but I do.
Someone you. Okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
the
an
guy
idea
that I
who
was
it
telling you
is.
guys about.
I have an idea who it is, yeah. Well, you know what? I'm sorry that we are our age. We only have a certain
Why don't we just start
Age.
identifying as like 28?
We're at that perfect age though, where like every time you mention something you did as a kid, everybody was like, "Man, you make me feel old." Like that happens way too often at this age.
Yeah.
Like, I get that happening sometimes too, though.
I get it.
Yeah,
Whenever I see my neighbor kids driving, like when them
That's
little
true.
when
When
them
your
shit
brother-
start driving,
Started the recycling center. Oh man.
about fun with the bag on that one, Brady.
Yep. Different things like that where it's like, wow. I feel like you're still 6 years old. You shouldn't be this old. Like,
You're not allowed to be this fucking old. First of all,
I never thought about it from. Yeah, we definitely have that from our perspective as well.
Hey, Brady, you want to feel really old?
I don't know.
Lean gonna graduate next year.
Oof.
In my mind, she's still 9, somewhere around there. I don't know. I never imagined like your siblings, especially your younger siblings, your youngest, like being that old. It's just weird.
I mean, you never really saw them. Like after we started driving, you didn't really see them.
you know what makes me feel really old?
Hmm.
Just the fact that I'm an uncle. Like I'm old
Ooh,
enough
yeah.
to be an uncle now.
Yeah.
That shit's mind-boggling
Yeah.
sometimes. I'll tell you what, my niece, the cutest little shit.
My mom keeps asking me, like, every time she sees somebody in my class that's gotten married, she was like, "Don't you feel jealous? All your class members getting married?" I'm like, I finally told her just this the other day, because 2 of our classmates got married in the same day. I was like, every time that happens, a lot of us sit around and go, "Man, why would you do that so early on in life?" Like,
Yeah.
As long as they've got things together, more power to them.
Yeah.
it'd be like my old coworker who got married, was married for a couple months, and then she cheated on him and got divorced.
Hey,
Mm.
Sav has colleagues that are like 18, 19 and are engaged.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Good for them, but
But they're in college.
Yeah.
You know what's even better than my old coworker getting divorced? We always make jokes about this. He lost his Xbox in the divorce.
No.
No, okay, yeah.
It was
That-
technically her Xbox, but he would use it. And then whenever they got divorced, she took the Xbox, and he had to buy one for me. So
Nice.
From you?
Yeah.
How much you charge him?
he got a good deal. We both got good deals out of it. So
Oh,
'Cause I
Yeah,
didn't-
because you got it for free and he paid money for it.
he knew I got it for free anyways. It wasn't like he was like he definitely got a good deal on it. It was an Xbox One S. At the time, I charged him like $100 for it or something.
Hmm.
He was not like worried about me overcharging or anything. I wasn't going to overcharge him.
I mean, you just be a fucking asshole.
But yeah,
$300, take it or leave it.
well, he actually I think he brought up the price as well. Like I just told him whatever he'd be willing to pay for it basically, and he just looked up online and found a bunch of prices and was like, well, they're all going for this. And I was like, well, I'll do you one for a little less, and we'll
Call it
call it a
even.
day. Yep. He was a nice guy and everything, so it wasn't like if certain other coworkers that asked to buy something off of me, I'd charge them out the fucking ass for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them in particular.
3 of them if you count you.
Fuck you.
Who wants to buy a PlayStation 2 off of me? I won't let
Yes.
him.
He has 3.
Oh.
I like PlayStation 2s a lot.
And I tried to call dibs on the next PlayStation 3. It
You
comes in.
fucking teetotaler. I'll beat the shit out of you for a PS2.
He's also a hoarder.
I feel like it's to a degree.
Yeah.
Okay. Go-karts? Gaming consoles. Probably about it.
Guns.
Guns, skateboards.
No.
I only got 2 of those.
Oh, I didn't know how big your collection was.
No.
Mm.
I've got like
I remember you having
4
like
boards, but
50,000 fucking scooters when we were younger.
they were all from work. My dad got
Yeah,
them
there
from
were a
work.
bunch of
and-
those.
Aaron, if you gave me 2 weeks, I could probably give you 10 scooters.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, they all really nice. No, Dad only took the ones at home that were like different or really nice, or
Right.
like that one that Brennan always drove that had the really big wheels on it. That thing was sweet.
Hmm.
Still have it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't ever see scooters with big wheels on them. I don't think I've
Nope.
ever seen one like it. I don't know why Brennan in particular drove that one
I
around.
don't know. That's just one
I feel like every
kind of
time we
latched
came
to.
to hung over at our house, like everybody was like, "Yeah, this is my scooter, this is my scooter, and this is my scooter." And Brennan always had the one with the big wheels.
liked that one.
I had probably one of the worst ones, to be honest. Mine was just plain Jane, and I think there was duct tape that was holding the grip together.
I like that one though. That one's nice.
Yeah, it was cool. I guess I just liked it because it was smooth and it was mine.
Brady, do you remember that school year? We were one almost the whole school year, our school year. Just like going back and forth to each other's house every weekend.
And then I did that with Brennan for like several years in a row.
And you guys all jerked each other off.
How'd you know?
How'd you know?
It still stinks. All right.
Oh my!
You guys do a terrible job cleaning up.
Jeez.
I mean,
The
we like
classics were
10.
though, whenever your mom used to babysit me, those were the best. Those were the days.
Yeah.
Oh, the OG days whenever Brennan's mom used to.
Oh, you want to
babysit
know
me?
something funny? You want to hear a story about back then?
Oh jeez.
Brady's gonna know this story as soon as it starts coming out of my mouth. It was winter. Brady was getting
Ooh, that's a
babysat by
good
my
one.
mom, and we were having a snowball fight. Like,
There was a big hill in the backyard, and we were each on opposite sides of it.
yeah, we were
Mhm.
throwing snowballs at each other. Well, Brady decides. No, I decide to make an ice ball. I pack it really, really tight.
Dick move.
Yeah. Well, I whip it over there. Completely fucking miss.
Nowhere near me.
Nowhere near him. He picks it up, throws it at me,
Oh,
hits
no.
me in the mouth. And I go and tell my mom.
It slices his lip open. He's
Yeah.
bleeding.
Yeah. I go and tell my mom, just like, get aid. And she starts yelling at me because I let Brady hit me with an ice ball.
So his mom had this thing where if Alex got injured by me, it was Alex's fault. And if Alex injured me, it was Alex's fault. It happened all the time.
It was
Damn.
so funny talking to your dad at the Mexican restaurant
Oh,
when
yeah.
we met your parents. It was so funny. He's like, man, because they went to Alaska
Yeah.
for you viewers, and he was just like, man, that sun, it's fucking broken. That bitch goes down for about half an hour, and then after that, it's fucking daylight.
Yeah,
Your dad's a fun guy to talk to.
Yes, he is.
he's very interesting character, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I also remember there was an instance where we were playing baseball in your front yard, and I was the catcher. And I told you, don't take any practice swings until I like kneel down. I was way too close to behind him. But we were
Mhm.
like, we couldn't throw as hard as real baseball and stuff like that. And he had a foam bat at least, luckily.
Oh
He
shit!
swings it around, smacks me directly in the eyeball. I don't remember if I got a black eye out of it or whatever, but
don't
it
remember
definitely
either.
hurt.
From a phone bat.
Yeah, foam bat. Those foam bats are they're pretty weighty, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah.
back
Well, this
then,
was like,
yeah.
it was
Girthy.
basically a plastic bat wrapped in foam. So
Well,
it was
like,
not.
It had some weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had
Okay.
something like that growing up.
But it hit
It
me
was
directly
hard,
in the
too.
eye with it. And his mom was so pissed at him. So mad. We would talk about those two instances together all the time because both times, no matter whose fault it was Alex's fault, according to his mom.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
I just thought of another story that I don't even know if Brennan remembers this, but I remember this distinctly because it's one of the only times your mom has yelled at me and I was terrified. So it was middle of winter. We are outside playing. We randomly got the idea. Don't ask me whose idea it was, but we were going to have a squirt gun fight. It is snowing out.
What?
So I don't remember whose
Oh.
idea this was first. It maybe was yours. I can't remember. But we didn't have enough squirt guns. So somebody decided that garden hose was the answer. It's the middle of winter, and they had this garden hose thing where like it looked like a fire hose, where like you pull it back and it like
Yes.
it had some
Yes,
good
we
pressure
did.
to it. And basically, it turned into I don't remember who's the third person there. Was it your cousin?
That's very possible.
Okay,
'Cause I don't
Well,
remember this at all.
it turned into the other two people hiding from the person with the garden hose.
Yeah,
And
because it's cold as fuck outside.
I got bored of running, so I was like, "Hey, let's swap weapons." And I decided to use the garden hose. I hold the garden hose for 30 fucking seconds, and his mom comes out and sees me trying to blast. No one ever got like wet or anything, but trying to blast him with a garden hose, and she is pissed. And I got in trouble for that. I was so mad that I
It's
got in trouble
hilarious.
because it wasn't my idea to use the garden hose in the first place.
And the funny thing is that Brennan's mom is just such a kind lady. I just can't
I
imagine.
can't picture that at
Well, I
all.
I can't picture her yelling at anybody else.
Now that I'm older, I understand why.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And then it was like one of them things where like she brought me back home after we were done hanging out or whatever, and she was like, "Now you got to hear what your son did," and she would tell my mom about it. I
And
was,
then
like,
your
so
mom would
ashamed.
beat your
Yeah.
ass. Yeah.
That's like one of the only times I ever remember your mom yelling at me. Any other
She
time,
doesn't really go after people like that.
I deserved it, but
I like to give your mom shit every here and then whenever I see her. Because whenever we used to work together, it'd be like I'd be walking in, she'd still be at work, and she'd be there for like fucking 10, 11 hours already. And I'd just be like, Brennan's mom, what are you still doing here? And she would always get pissed off just like fucking that.
Well,
you worked
Because
hard
she
in
didn't
that
want to
life.
be there
Yeah.
anymore.
and the funny thing is, that's been like 5 years, and she still does that now.
Yeah.
So
And she worked hard for that place.
Oh, yeah. Fuck,
Way-
they need a statue for
wa-
her.
Hey,
way
statue.
too much for what she's paid. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Your mom does a phenomenal job there.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed working with her, that's for sure. I always loved giving her shit. The funny part was whenever your mom and the manager would go after each other with the headsets on,
They still
and
do
then your mom would be
sometimes,
like, Aaron, can you take the headset off for a second? I'll be like, oh,
yeah.
I always told her I took it off. I never did because it was always entertaining to hear what they had to say about each
Jesus.
other. Oh my God, it was so funny.
There's where he talks about her not hearing people very often. It's at work that she does that a lot, but sometimes they like if she gets really mad, they call her the fire breathing dragon. It's like she just kind of lays in dormant. Then if something happens that really actually warrants her getting mad, she
She blows up.
really gets mad. Yeah, but
Sandy is very, oh shit.
I
Your
got it,
mom
don't worry.
is very hard to piss off.
so like things have been going wrong, like totally wrong for her to be in like a bad mood, and then
I
she
wanna
just
say-
snap.
I want to say there was one time I pissed your mom off. We were younger. She made us pancakes.
Hmm.
And I remember I like every bite I took, I just kept tasting fucking baking soda.
My mom used to make pancakes like that
It
too.
was like every bite. And then at the end I was like, I can't eat this. I'm so sorry. And then your mom just like got like a pissed off look on her face. She opened the cupboard of cereals and she like pick out whatever one you want. I was like, man, I should not have said anything.
Yeah,
I felt
Yeah.
really bad about pissing your mom off because I was like, he's such a fuck.
she still does that sometimes.
You got some
Like, she'll,
working to do over here, but I'm sorry. I've had a few tonight.
You know what?
Why don't you just turn your mic off?
No.
No, nobody wants to hear you.
You know,
I've been sitting over
I
here.
mean,
most
what
of
else
this
do we
hour.
have him here for if he's not going to bleep something out? We might as well give him something to do, right?
Yeah.
I'll just start name dropping on purpose. You have something
Oh,
to
you
do.
fucking assholes! Please don't.
Let's do it.
Hey, if anybody wants to know where Alex lives, it's
Fuck you!
I
Fuck
have-
you!
I have your address on my phone.
111.
God.
222.
Your mom's house.
69420.
Damn it.
Oh man.
That would be a major dick move. Major dick move.
Funny as hell.
No.
No, it's pretty funny.
No.
I'm just gonna start randomly throughout the episode just saying your address. So you have to pay attention to the episode.
Like,
You have to make sure that you actually listening
You
to
guys
the
gonna
episode.
turn? Okay. No.
Like, just casually drop part of it in there.
Right
That way
then-
he has to listen to it
You'll
and
be
has
able
to
to-
bleep it out.
Okay.
Like, if you go
Hold
through
on,
and be
hold
able
on,
to
hold on,
piece
hold
it
on.
together.
No. Hold on. You know how long it takes me to edit this now?
3 hours.
Longer.
With upload time, yes. You know how much time it would take me if you started doing that shit? You do know how much time.
We'll find out, won't we?
No,
You're
you
gonna make
guys
it work
should
for you.
know. Because I told you and I complained about how long I edited one of our first podcasts.
But yet, as soon as I try not to name drop, you're just like, just say their name. I'll just bleep it out.
It's every once in a while, it's one thing. But if you guys are gonna purposely do it all the time, it's gonna ruin my entire Sunday.
Okay, let's answer this, Alex. Whose podcast idea was this?
Mine.
So why are you complaining?
Yeah.
You brought
Because
this
you guys
upon
are gonna make it
yourself.
hell.
Hey, this is your baby. You gotta clean
This
up
is
the
our
shits.
baby. Okay. I wanted it to be all of our thing.
Yeah,
Granted, it
this
was my
big
idea.
4-guy gay baby, you know.
Whoa,
Shit.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey, now
Or bachelors can adopt a kid.
this is not. No, stop that.
Stop that.
Okay, I know this is Pride Month, but I ain't no fucking gay baby, all right?
This is just like when Patrick and SpongeBob adopted that scallop.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
And
and I'm
then-
Patrick. He's always fucking busy at work and watching TV whenever I get
Oh, so this is what I get for working overtime. Overtime.
Oh man, what a show!
How much diapers? As he said, how many diapers can a little guy make? He starts peeling back the wallpaper.
Wallpaper.
a lot of
Hmm. Oh man, that reminds me. There's 2 kids in your grade, your class, that I had
yes.
one of my math classes with. They decided that they were gonna have like basically do the penis game, but they were just gonna sigh,
I was in that class. I was in that.
and
Same
then it was just
class.
getting louder and louder. So it started out, just, and then it got to the point where like it got pretty loud, and we all knew it was going on. Like it was all quiet otherwise. But then the one guy, like you could just hear him inhale super heavy, and you knew it was coming, and he just screams.
It was about like when that child is like hurt and it is. Oh shit!
Yeah, like you could just hear him inhale the biggest breath, just ready for let one rip.
Cam told me during his Spanish class one time. I don't know if either one of you guys were in it or not, but they would do this thing where they would go up to the tissues, grab a tissue,
Oh yes.
pretend to blow their nose, and then just throw the tissue away. And then I think it was about like 3 or 4 guys did it. And then Cam stood up, and the Spanish teacher gave him the dirtiest fucking look. And he actually blew his nose so he wouldn't get yelled at. And then I want to say about like 5 minutes later, somebody else faked it again.
So I was actually in that class. I don't remember exactly how that went. So I remember it happening, but I don't remember more than that.
Because they just walk up
Oh.
and they just go,
Yeah, well, the tissues were on her desk.
You had to
were,
actually stand
Yeah, I had
next
to
to her.
stand like right next to her and to get tissues. That's why.
So my favorite thing about Spanish class was it was your brother and then another kid in this class in Spanish 2 where it would mess around a lot. And we had this thing, like during that class, it was the last class of the day, and we leave school at 3:15. It would be 3 o'clock while we're in that class. And for whatever reason, we had a digital clock. So it would count by the second. So we knew exactly whenever it would say 3 o'clock. And we had this thing where right before 3 o'clock, we'd all look at each other and we'd like point at the clock and like we'd just be silently pointing. And then all of a sudden it'd get to 3 o'clock, and all of us, right when it turned 3 o'clock, would just like, we would all of a sudden just tense up out of nowhere, like we just jerk, and we go, it's 3 o'clock. And then like it'd be completely silent sometimes. It wouldn't be every single day. It'd be like a random thing. But the one kid, I'm just gonna say his name one time just so we can.
Go ahead.
He was hilarious in that class. He, instead of just like your brother, he would just like kind of like, I don't know what you even consider that motion, but he would just
It's
tense
like
up
he
real
would-
quick. Spasm. Or
So
something.
basically,
Okay,
they'd be sitting at
So
the
spaz, yeah.
typical school desk with their arms out to the side of the desk.
No, only the one would do that.
Okay, well, he would sit out with his arms to the side of the desk, and he would swing his arms in, grab the desk, and shake it once.
Like he would pick the desk up off the ground by like half an inch and then slam it back down so it made a little bit of noise. And like for the first like probably 10 times we did this, we do it so fast you couldn't tell who was doing it. Because there was like 3 of us and we weren't all directly next to each other. So it'd be like we'd be across the classroom pointing at each other, pointing at the clock and like stuff. And then also be, it's 3 o'clock. And like she would look up from what she was doing and she would have no clue who had done it. It was so good. And eventually she figured out who was doing it. And, she got mad, not at your brother, but the other guy more than the rest of us because he messed around a lot more in that class. But the best, our exam at the end of the year comes up. And she is
Oh.
super strict about nobody talking, none of this. And I remember it was getting towards 3:00, and she looks directly at us, and she goes, "He's giving us the no, you do not." And we still did it. Another good one. So your brother continued to take Spanish 3, I believe. But
Yeah.
the other kid did not. We were in the same class.
Oh man.
Well, he had a study hall or something during that class, and it was towards the end of the year. He starts walking around the hallways doing whatever.
Jesus, Brennan. Causing a ruckus over here with the fucking beer fridge.
But
I think you were the last guy to open that.
so
You fucking just opened it now. What do you want?
he sneaks.
God, we got everything in here. What the fuck?
Jesus. So he sneaks into our classroom, into our Spanish class. He's not in Spanish this year anymore. He only took Spanish 1 and 2. We were in Spanish 3. He sneaks in and sits in an empty desk next to us. And then we waited until it was like an even hour. I don't remember if it wasn't 3:00 because our class wasn't at the same time anymore. But we all still did the thing. And as soon as we did it, she looks up and she goes, "Get out." She knew, she could tell it was him. He sat in that class for like 15 minutes waiting on it to be an even hour so we could do it. It was so good. She will admit afterwards she kicked him out. Like, she laughed about it. She thought it was like the first 10 times we did it, she was kind of annoyed she couldn't tell who was doing it. And then when she found out who was doing it, she got kind of mad about it. And then eventually it just become like a running joke she was kind of okay with. She kind of smiled and chuckled about it whenever we did it. Like, there was different times where we did it at like perfect timing. It just made it great. Like during the exam, it was hilarious.
We kind of had something like that too with her. You know, it was basically our senior year. She really didn't care. You know, eventually she just played along, thought it was funny.
Mm-hmm. There was also a time where we would like take this other kid's backpack and we would hide it. Me and your brother would. Like, he would get into class, put his backpack down, need to go to the bathroom or something, and we would take his backpack and just hide it in random places. And it would get to like the beginning of class and be like, "All right, guys, get your homework out from last night." And he'd just be sitting there and he goes, "Man, I sure wish I could if I had my backpack." And he'd just look over at us and be like, "All right, guys, give it back." She instantly would just be like, she knew who took it. We'd be like, "We have no clue what you're talking about." And it would always be somewhere different. And like every once in a while, we'd put it underneath her podium. So she'd be like, she would be standing right next to it. And I have no clue it was right there.
See, Squidward, our hands are clean.
Clean.
We messed around in that class way too much.
Senora was fun to
Yeah.
mess with.
There is a story I have about
Yeah.
your brother in that class, but I'll save it until he inevitably decides he wants to be on the podcast.
She's not even teaching there anymore.
No.
There's a lot of teachers I've heard they're not teaching there anymore.
Okay. Well, on that note, I think we should end it there.
Yeah, you look like you were sleeping over there.
I was
Kind of an
about
abrupt
to.
end.
What?
I feel like we had a lot of
It's
laughs.
kind of abrupt.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that if we don't end here, we're just gonna talk and talk and talk about.
Well, you know
Isn't that the
how Alex
point of
likes to
a
run his
podcast?
mouth.
Yeah, but we're already at an hour 30 in a recording.
Well, the first 10 minutes of it was just us fucking off. The first
We got plenty
25
of-
was you fucking up the intro.
Yeah.
I will admit we got plenty of time this episode, but
Yeah.
we got some good stuff at the end there. I like that.
All right, so you gents want to roll?
Oh, I don't even know where the fucking dice
They're all
are.
behind the keyboard to hide them from my cat.
Hey boy.
I guess it is now.
Well, we've been through 6 dice so far because of Bryn. So,
Fucking cut.
All right, I'm rolling first.
all right, let's just go.
Oh, I got a 20.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
I had an 18.
I had 19.
2 weeks in a row.
Alrighty.
Well, on that note,
Brennan, what did you get?
a 19.
Wow,
You
you
got
got
20.
lucky.
I got an
Yeah,
18.
18, 19, and 20.
18.
I got a 9.
All right, well, remember, gents, we're going to be recording next week again.
Yeah, but you
Double.
fuckers won't hear us until it's next month, so.
It'll come
Yeah.
out the same way as it always does, but just with the way our schedules work, we're going to record an episode 2 weeks in a
Early.
row.
Because
First
nobody
episode.
wants just to fucking hear me because I'm going to take Alex's mic away if we were to ever just be
Well,
us two.
Actually,
You and Baron.
Fuck, I forgot about him.
yeah.
And
Like
just
I said,
remember,
he's-
guys, follow our socials.
And don't
Oh,
forget,
yeah.
we are still looking for a new editor and host
And host.
And equipment now.
and equipment.
And a
And-
house to
and
hang out
equipment.
at.
If you
Oh my
have
goodness.
any of these, text me.
We literally need everything.
Hit me up. Send me mail to this address.
Okay. On that note,
Soon to be ex-host. You want to run through the socials again?
God, I'm gonna have to take so much shit away from you
It's
guys.
BL Hooligans on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and then for YouTube, it's the full name Borderline Hooligans.
So is Spotify, Borderline
and
Hooligans.
Spotify.
Like
But,
us,
you
follow
know,
us.
I'm guessing majority of you guys are listening to us on some podcast streaming device or social
we have
media, I
Apple
should
Music
say.
as well.
We are
Yeah.
not on Apple Music because Apple Music does not want me to do it. Apparently.
Okay.
Really?
Oh well,
Screw them guys, anyways.
yeah, I didn't like Apple much, anyways. I didn't care for it.
It is what it is. I mean, if you can't listen, if you don't want to pay for this, well, actually, you could probably listen to us for free on Spotify, just with ads. Other than
Yes.
so, there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to
I'm
listen to our
guessing
podcast.
if
for no
you're
problem.
listening to us right now, you found the podcast, and this is pointless for us talking about it.
Well,
Unless we
maybe
put this
maybe
part on
this will be a little
TikTok.
section on TikTok.
The people have
Hmm.
had enough.
Have they?
I believe it's time to say
Bye. Be some.
Hey.
Sexy legs.